Hello. Hopefully you can hear me over this fireplace right here. Guys, this is like the most peace I've felt in my whole life, I think. Which is crazy because I'm only 20. I'm only 20 and I don't know if my brain is developing or what, but I always say that like I don't want to have to struggle when I'm older. I don't want to have to every time I freaking film these, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. Life of someone who can't like express her emotions. Sorry, I just shut my journal. Wait, no, let me go back to my topic. I was saying I'm only 20 years old and I'm already feeling like I just don't want to have to struggle anymore. I don't want to have to live a hard life. And I say that and people laugh. Like it's funny, like, haha, like you don't want to have to work. It's not that I don't want to have to work. I just don't want to do anything so grueling that it takes all of my peace from me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going into counseling. Like I always say, I don't want to be a counselor forever. I don't even know if I want to be a counselor for sure, but I love helping people. I love talking to people. I think I'm good at it, you know. I'm eating a plain bagel with Nutella. And isn't it crazy how like free you are when you're not restrained by anything? Like I almost didn't make this because I was like, wow, it's so many calories, and I was just like, wow, I really don't care at all. But here's me in my most peaceful state: bagel, Nutella, fireplace, book, journal, music. But I paused my music because I wanted to talk to you guys because I was just like, oh wow, I haven't updated anybody in a while. And I forgot that I had a YouTube channel. So I guess I just want to talk. Hey, hope you've been well. I don't really know what I want to talk about, so we're just going to see what this video takes me because, you know, I never know what I want to talk about, but I do love talking. Recently, I feel like I told you guys already, I've been really into, like, philosophy and existentialism, and I don't know, the notion that, like, I read a quote the other day that said, I wrote it in my book, actually. Hold on. It said, bear with me. You know, I don't know why I'm frantic. It's just a book, it's okay. Hold on. I'm learning how to self-regulate better because I'm always stressed out for no reason. Alright. Oops, there's Nutella in my book. I wrote in my book, it says, one day you're gonna wake up and realize that no one was really watching you and you could have done what you wanted the entire time. And I don't know, you know the phrase that's like dance? I'm gonna get this thought out and then I'm gonna say something. They're like dance like no one's watching. And when you think about it, like no one other than God is really watching, so do what you want, because it also connects back to what I was thinking about this morning, that like your body isn't going with you when you die. Sorry, I know this is really like crazy, like jumping from topic to topic, but it all makes sense, trust. Your body isn't gonna go with you when you die, so why would you spend your entire life trying to appease something so temporary? You know what I mean? I was thinking about that this morning. I don't know, I think maybe I saw a quote or something, I don't know. But I was thinking about it this morning and I was just like, wow. If the only thing that's like guaranteed, like being a Christian, the only thing that's guaranteed is God, like it's the only thing that's like eternal, like, you know, why would you spend your life focusing on everything else other than that? Or anything else other than that, I guess. I feel like this world has so much like, I don't know. What am I trying to, it's gonna make sense in a second, hold on. I think that your life should just be doing the things that bring you fulfillment. Not the things that are fun, as some people think, not the things that are just like temporary, like instant gratification. Just do what fulfills you. You know what I mean? That's like I'm like learning what my personal philosophy is, and I think that's it. Like do what brings you peace and things will come, you know? Like I'm sitting here. Okay, hold on, guys. I don't know why I'm so stressed. Hold on, let me breathe. I'm not wearing my Apple Watch right now. I always wear my Apple Watch, but I'm not wearing it right now because I told myself I would take some time to just be off my phone and to just like breathe because this week has been so crazy. So trigger warning, I guess, violence. There was a mass shooting on Brown's campus, which is so close to my school's campus that we all got the alert when it happened because of the proximity. I probably just doxed myself, but it's whatever. Like, it's so crazy that like, if my bus would have left a day later, I could have been there. And it's so crazy to think that like people that go to Brown are never gonna feel safe again because their safe space was violated in such a way. And I think, I don't know, everybody's kind of just like going on as like business as usual, but it's like really, really weighing down on me because it again reinforces the notion that life is truly so short. And I just read in this book that, hold on, I don't have a highlighter, so I underlined it. It says, and perhaps our lives, or wait, yeah. And perhaps our lives are merely decorative, expendable items, a burst of fleeting color and nothing more. And I don't know, it's kind of just got me thinking, like, wow, you should really just do whatever you want. And for me, what I want is to just do what brings me peace and what fulfills me. I don't want to struggle. I don't want to have to do anything hard. Not because I'm not, like, I know I can do hard things, but why would I do it if I don't have to? You know what I mean? Why would I subject myself to struggle just so I can be perceived as stronger? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't have to. I'm not like, I think I spent my whole life like performing for people, like trying to be a certain way, trying to like be molded by society's like stereotypes and stuff that I don't care. I really don't care because again, life is too short to just like appease other people, you know? Like a human life, it's so crazy. Like our lives, as much as we feel like we're gonna be alive forever, like we have this like feeling of like we're so invincible. And then like things like this kind of just reinforce that we're not. We are just a blip. And as depressing as it could sound, I think it's just liberating. Like, you can literally do whatever the hell you want. You can do whatever you want. So, yeah. So right now I'm eating a plain bagel with Nutella because it's what brings me joy. You know? Yeah. I was gonna connect this back to something, but I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, I was reading, so I downloaded Substack, and it's probably my favorite thing ever, but I was reading an article written by my friend's brother, actually. Very, very talented, very great article about, or like peace journal? I don't know. Newsletter, maybe. I don't know what he, like, prefers it be called, but I was reading this piece about how we're lacking third spaces. And this is something I've been thinking about for a really long time now, but I think I'm a barista, right? I think I love my job so much because it's literally just like talking to people, making drinks, and just like allowing people to be people. You know what I mean? As like simple as it may sound, like just like making drinks or whatever. That's also why I like working in food service anyways, because you get to talk to people, you get to be a person, you know. If you mess up, it's okay. Like, let me say barista on the other, like, I'm not speaking for all restaurants. I know people are like stressful, but you mess up, it's okay. You do it over again. You guys laugh about the situation, like whatever. But yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while, and it's just like I think all I really want to do is cultivate some sort of third space and just allow people to be people. I was literally just talking to my friend and her roommates about this, how like people don't talk to each other anymore, you know, and it's like seen as like weird to just like not have your AirPods in all the time. This is coming from someone that always has their AirPods in and has gotten like out of that habit because I like to talk to people. Like, let's talk about what happened to me the other day. I got to the bus terminal. My friend dropped me off. I saw this lady in the bus terminal. She's like, "Are you going to blank, like my city?" And I was just like, "Yeah." Are you? She was like, "Yeah." And I was just like, "Oh, that's really cool." And then I saw her looking at my bag, and I was just like, "Oh, I just got this gift from my friend." And we went to like an antique thrift shop, and then I bought this really pretty ring. And she was just like, "Oh, it's such a pretty ring." I was like, "Oh, thank you. Do you want it?" Like I gave it to her, you know, because I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm gonna wear it, whatever. It's an older lady, like whatever. It wasn't like a big deal to me. But it's crazy how like far kindness goes, because now we're like besties. I have her number, and we're gonna hang out when I go back to school. Um, and just like that experience just like reminded me of how amazing people truly are. I was someone that was brought up to not really trust people, and obviously like use wisdom, like guard your heart, whatever. But at the end of the day, I feel like it can be so isolating having the mentality that people are scary, that everyone is like suspicious. Hello. Hi, you want to say hi to the video? Let me move this for you. Hi, boy. Yeah, it's so isolating and so like just like anxiety inducing, just feeling like people are out to get you all the time. And I feel like we're so like accustomed to that mindset because of everything that happens. But at the end of the day, there are good people out there. He wants my Nutella bagel so bad. I'm sorry you can't have it. No. You're so cute. Yeah. We're always pushed. We've been pushed as a society to feel like everyone else is out to get you, and our society being such a capitalistic one, like it's so dog eat dog, like it's like me versus you type thing, where it just shouldn't be. Hold on. Oh. I'm someone who feels like we are nothing without the connections we make. You know what I mean? I say it all the time. I am a culmination of everyone I've ever met. Like, even down to the phrases that I say, I've gotten them from other people. Like, we are such like socially connected beings that the fact that our society is so divided, like, no wonder there's so much like chaos everywhere, because we're not meant to be divided like this, you know? My bagel's cold. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. I don't think I could have a podcast because I literally just yap, but I feel like there's not enough like. I don't think I get my thoughts out fast enough to the for. I don't get my thoughts out fast enough for it to be like one cohesive podcast. Like, it'd have to be like cuts, you know, like different like splits, different segments, because it takes me a while to like think of what I want to say, and then I usually just change it because I'm like, wait, no, that's not how I want to say it. Like, it just takes me a while, but it always comes out in the end. Which is why I always say that I'm a better writer than I am a speaker. But I feel like that kind of like perpetuates that like that thing in my head. So I should stop saying that. I know it's just a bad habit. I am an awesome speaker. I am very eloquent of speech. I am also a great writer. I am, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think every time I make these videos, I'm just like, maybe I should try journaling, and I'm just like, oh wait, yeah, I do journal. It's just kind of just like bits and pieces of my journal from the past like couple weeks, because yes, I like to write and I like to get my stuff out in my journal, but I know myself, and I know that, again, going back to that like social interconnectedness, like I crave that. I crave like getting my thoughts out and having other people reciprocate it, which is why I appreciate comments so much, and why I love like having conversations with people. Like, as much as my brain is like brain rotted from like TikTok and everything like that, I feel like I can still like hold a conversation And even like with people I'm not close with, I just love talking to people. I love talking to people. I love seeing different perspectives. And I think I just lived my life for so long. Okay, again, go back to like, hold on. Again, going back to like how I was saying earlier, I've just like been performing my entire life. Once I like figured out that like I can just be myself, I don't have to like appease everyone. I think that's when the people that I was meant to have in my life started to come. Because I used to have friends that I would like talk to and they wouldn't understand, or like they wouldn't even try to understand. So I would just like start spewing some BS because I was just like, okay, well, this is what makes them happy, so I'm gonna say this. But as soon as I started being more authentically me, I started like attracting people that are also authentically themselves and also open to having conversations, even if it's not all the time. You know, like I'm not saying that we're supposed to like speak philosophically all the time. That should be our entire basis of our friendship. No, like you can have a balance. You can talk about whatever you want. But it's so hard to find people in the society that, or like let me say in this community that I have so far, that want to have these types of conversations, because it's you have to have a certain amount of emotional and yeah, just overall intelligence. Not to say that I'm like better than not, you know what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not trying to say that I'm better because I can have more social conversations, but like some people, it's a heavy topic to talk about what the meaning of life is all the time. Let me say that it's hard. It's a lot. Even I stress myself out when I think about it too hard. I'm like, wow, like maybe this is what's going on. But like once you find people that you can just talk about things with, and I even saw a comment section the other day about someone saying you guys would want hookups, which is fine, but I want someone to wonder with, and I was just like, wow, that is so me. That is so me. Like even if we're not right, just like talking about things and like holding the space to like discuss things in a way that you get to hear different perspectives and see how people think. Like I would love to just sit there and like listen to someone talk for hours just to see how like the type of person they are. You know what I mean? Like I even saw, going back to again me being like chronically online, like I saw another TikTok that was just like you asking me what my favorite color is and I want to know what color your soul is, and I was just like, you know, that's also really me. Like just I don't know, maybe it's just like I feel like as soon as I turned 20 I just became a different person, and it's like the version of myself that I always wanted to be, but it does feel lonely sometimes, which is why like I appreciate my friendships so much, because I feel like I'm finally finding the people that I get to wonder with. You know, it's like finally getting to that point of like I don't have to pretend anymore. I don't have to like act and try to appease people anymore. Like this is just who I am. I'm a very, very, very optimistic person. I was hanging out with people that were just draining the life out of me. I was depressed for so long. Like I feel like I've lived many lives, yet I'm only 20 years old. You know what I mean? And I feel like because these are the things that I think about all the time, again, it's hard to find people, which is why I think like creating a third space will be so important. And we started like a club on campus where you can like talk about things like this, but it's so hard to like make space for it, you know what I mean? It is so hard, and I think the busier life gets, the more I want to talk about things with people, but I don't have the time to, which is why I appreciate these videos so much, because now, break started. I'm on break now, which is fun. I was like, wow, what do I do? Like I don't have that like existential dread, or like, hello? I got thermal. I don't have that dread of like, oh, everything's gonna end, like this is all gonna end type thing. Like I'm literally just sitting here on my couch with my dog, I don't know where he just went, in a fireplace, reading and journaling and eating a plain bagel with Nutella. I think that's important to mention. Yeah, those are my thoughts right now. Those are my thoughts always, but I don't know, like sometimes I even think of like, what if I just like, I get like my license in counseling and then I like move to like Arkansas or somewhere and open a cafe that's like also a bookstore, that's also a flower shop. And I think that's like one of my biggest dreams. Like I want to just open a third space, but it's just, how do I get from point A to point B without like losing my mind, you know what I mean? I hope you guys can see me, because if you can't see me and I've been talking all this, that'd be really embarrassing. and I wouldn't re-record it. I would not re-record this because everything's just off dome, you know. But yeah, I think that's like it for the video. What are I talking about? What was I talking about? The futility of life, wanting more third spaces, wanting people to wonder with, and being authentic. Plain bagel Nutella. That's it. I hope you guys also find your people to wonder with as well, because wondering alone can be lonely. Even though it's necessary, it is very necessary. But one day I will find my person to wonder with. Like I have. Oh, hold on. I'm not gonna end it yet because I've been doing like more reflecting, and I like all my platonic friendships are so important to me that like I'm at the point in my life where like I don't even think about romantic relationships. But then I see a couple and I'm like, okay. And then I'm realizing that it is so much better to be like lonely on your own than lonely with someone else. So I'm just like, you know, I don't even care. It's alright. It's alright. When the time comes, when God wants to send me my person, He'll send him to me. In the meantime, I have my book. I have my book. I have my journal, and I have my people. So I'm okay. But yeah, that's it. All right, bye. Bye.